Okay, good morning, DXN. Good morning, DXN Nigeria. Good morning, DXN Worldwide. We are back again with another informative, educative, interactive section with DXN Nigeria. And today we have another top leader from the country of Ireland who has been with DXN for a while. He is the writer of the popular song in DXN called One Word, One Market. His status in DXN right now is a star diamond. He has been doing well with his music, and the writer of the music called One Word, One Market, making wave on YouTube, having more than 10 million views or 10,000 views worldwide. And today he's going to teach us on the history and benefits of coffee. And you know why it is very important, because DXN Coffee is breaking rules, but you need to know the history of coffee before DXN Coffee came into. And today I bring to you from Ireland, Mr. Austin O. Keeffe, all the way from Ireland for a star diamond of DXN. Nice to meet you, sir. How you doing?
Hello, Samuel. It's great to be on your show, and it's an honor to be after the famous Dr. Lim last week. So it's great to be the next one. I feel privileged to be the next guest that's on your show.
Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. Before you continue with your normal presentation, I want to ask the question before you start. What are you a songwriter?
That's my hobby, I suppose, because I'm not earning a huge amount from it. I'm a musician. I play keyboards, and part-time I write songs. So I've actually hundreds of songs that are written or part written, and I've done that since I was a teenager, just writing songs. But over the years, 35 years, I'm playing music with different bands, touring Europe and all sorts of styles of music. So yeah, I'm a keyboard player. Do a little bit of singing, but I like the songwriting end of it as well. So a little bit of everything, music in the family.
Perfect. So what led you to write about DXN, and you tagged it One Word, One Market?
Well, it all started when I heard the older DXN theme song, and to be honest, I didn't like it. I thought it was very what would you say? Easy and laid back and soft, and I thought the DXN needed a more up-tempo, more powerful song that would be enjoyed by people around the world. So I said, right, DXN needs a good up-tempo song. What will the song be about? And the phrase "One World, One Market," of course, we all know. So I said, okay, maybe "One World, One Market" will be the song, but I don't want to say in the song, you know, DXN is great and everything's wonderful and we're all wonderful. I wanted to make it a story. So what will the story be about? And I've been watching Dr. Lim's videos and gone through his talks about his story and how he started the DXN business from nothing. And at the beginning, people laughed at his big dream of having one world, one market. And anyone else could have just said, listen, everyone's laughing at me, I'll stop now. But he said, no, it's my vision. I'm going to go for it, and he stuck to his vision no matter what the critics said, and his dream came true. And the One World, One Market, even though it was a crazy idea back 28 years ago, became true, where you can have your own DXN business in one country and grow it in all over the world. So it was a fabulous, crazy idea. And people love crazy people that work out, because then they're genius. They start off crazy and then they become geniuses because their vision became true. So I said, right, instead of selling DXN, I'm going to just write a story about Dr. Lim and how his dream came true from zero to global. So it was his inspiration that made me write the song. And of course, the title was really easy to make. So it started with the title, and then I went through his history. And I've been watching some of his latest coffee talks and getting more detail about the stories, which are really interesting. So it's a great story, and I hope people like the song. I've kept it really simple so that people that play guitar, they could just play 3 or 4 chords on a guitar and sing the song anywhere in the world. And I made the beat sort of international so that it would be accepted around the world. That was my hope, and it seemed people around the world seem to like it. So the internet seems to be down. Samuel?
Okay, good morning, DXN. Good morning, DXN Nigeria. Okay, good morning, DXN. Good morning, DXN Nigeria. You wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Hello, everyone that's still on. Just Samuel is having some technical issues and trying to come back as soon as he can. So I'm stuck here on my own while we're waiting for Samuel to come on. I'm going to see if I can see your posts, your comments on Facebook. Just go back into that. I'm going to see if I can see your posts. Let's see who's talking there. Ali Shedrack, hello Ali. Maria Mendez, good morning to you. Gabson Rocha Shormina, sorry about the pronunciation. Good morning to you, Gabson. Shia Tapa Dami, maybe I better not pronounce these names. Hello to you. Hello, Indonesia. Kaya Hati, how are things?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, for holding it up for me. It was a nice, nice way you helped me. Thank you very much. Okay, viewers, you'll see we've heard it from Mr. Austin. He is the songwriter of our popular song in DXN called One Word, One Market. But before I play the song to all viewers, what year did you write the song, sir? What year did you write the song?
What made me write the song?
Yes, what year? What year?
Oh, what year?
The year you wrote the song.
It was,
yes, sir,
late 2017, around November, December 2017, and I sent it on to Mr. Gidget, and Mr. Gidget liked it, and he passed it on to a certain Dr. Lim, with Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers liked it as well. And it looks like Dr. Lim loved it so much that he asked me he flew me over to Malaysia in 2018 to perform the song at the 25th anniversary in May 2018. So I sang the song live to 3,000 people in Malaysia. And that was the first time I actually sang my own song live. And it was in a different country to a lot of people. Yeah. So
that's really nice.
I was not no fear at all, and I'm sure the Ganoderma helped me with having no nerves doing that.
Of course.
Great atmosphere, yeah.
Okay, viewers, you've heard it from Mr. Austin, the songwriter of the popular DXN song called One Word, One Market. He's a star diamond in DXN, all the way from Ireland. And once more, I'm your host, Samuel Zoro, marketing manager for DXN Nigeria. Let's go live and while we show you and play you the song of Mr. Austin. Okay, stay tuned as I play you the song. You can go on YouTube and you can keep watching it, and it is marvelous. It's a marvelous song. I kept nodding my head every time I keep watching it. So I want you all to nod with me while we watch it on YouTube right now, and we are going to watch it.
One word, one market. One market, one market.
This is a story about a man with a dream that goes by the name of Dr. Lim. He saw Ganoderma helping people around the world, rich, poor, black, white, boy or girl. Left a good job to pursue his goal. In the beginning there was little soul. He spoke about his vision, people laughed at him, but that didn't stop our Dr. Lim. History was one world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. Little by little, the word he spread of good things from this mushroom and red. Putting Ganoderma in coffee and tea, a master stroke, I think you'll look at. Challenge after challenge he overcame, teaching everyone to do the same. Now people around the world are feeling good, taking Ganoderma like he knew they would. He said,
One world,
world,
one market.
market.
One
One
world,
world,
one
one
market.
market.
One
One
world,
world,
one
one
market.
market.
One
One
world,
world,
one
one
market.
market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market.
Africa.
Oceania, Europa, America.
Many years later, and his dream came true. No one's laughing now, respect is due. Now we can be part of this global team. Believe in what he says and live the dream. He's given everyone a chance to be healthy, happy, and financially free. The vision has only just begun. Now we're gonna be the number one. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. Together now. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. History was. One world, one market. One world, one market. Everybody say one world, one market.
One world, one market.
One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market.
One world, one market. Wow, 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 wow. I kept nodding my head throughout. One word, one market.
Yes.
Wow, wow.
That's a great
Very,
title,
very nice. Oh.
And
And the song, the female singer is Chrissy Melvin. A beautiful, beautiful voice. Beautiful
Chrissy
voice.
Melvin from Dublin. Yeah, I didn't.
Maybe is she a DXM member also?
Not yet. No, she was in a band at the time that I was there, and I decided she was a more professional singer. I decided to get someone professional to sing the song. But now I can sing it now. I'm a bit better than I was.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. One word, one market, and one word, one market. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, thank you very much. That was an exceptional song. And if you want to watch the song, you can go on YouTube and yes. Oh, someone's already saying, Mr. Cessna is saying, Samzoro, you have a fantastic voice. I think Mr. Austin is going to feature me in the remix. When we do the remix, we'll have to put some little rap in the one word one market the African way. There'll be a remix. So very soon. So you all are welcome. Yes. Thank you very much. It is always an exceptional moment with DXN Nigeria, never a dull moment in Nigeria and in DXN Africa and in DXN Nigeria. So I appreciate you all for being live with us. So I hand over to Mr. Austin to share us the benefits and history of coffee. Over to you, sir.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Hopefully it works this time. So my main top, can you see the screen? Yeah?
Yes, perfect.
Great.
Perfect.
My main talk today is about the benefits of coffee in general. But also I'm going to look into the history of coffee, and it does play an important history part in our human history. The title is The Importance of a Bean in Earnest. Now, if anyone knows literature, there was an Irish writer called Oscar Wilde, and one of his plays was called The Importance of Being Earnest. So I just switched the words around a little bit and made it the importance of a being in earnest, and being a coffee bean. So we have there's a big history in coffee, and I'm going to start with where coffee came from. So Samuel, I'm going to ask you a question. Where was it found first? Do you know?
Coffee? I think it will be from the South Americans, because they are used with so I think from the South.
You should be ashamed, because it's from Africa.
Wow.
Coffee was first discovered around the Ethiopian area. So it was what we know now as Ethiopia. Coffee was first discovered, and there's a legend that a goat herder called Caldi was watching his goats one time eating these red cherries from a tree, and he noticed that they were more active and more energetic after eating those little red cherries, and he was wondering what it was about them. So he started taking the cherries and noticed that he was more energetic and more alert from these red cherries. So he brought the red cherries down to his village, and they started taking them and noticed the same thing. So it became sort of popular in that local Ethiopian village, and the word spread around of this marvelous little red cherry, this fruit, the effects it has on the mind and the energy it gives. And eventually people in monasteries, the monks of the area started taking these red cherries because it helped them to pray for longer. They were doing hours and hours of prayers every day, and they noticed that the coffee, this red cherry, helped with staying awake while they were praying. And then somewhere along the way, somebody left out these red cherries in the sun, and they became brown. And they noticed that it had a different taste with putting them in water, and this became our coffee. So from these red cherries, they added hot water and roasted them first in the sun, and added hot water, and became our coffee that we know today. So Ethiopia was the first area that discovered our coffee bean. And the word spread. Yemen was a close country, and Ethiopia did trade with Yemen, and they spread the word about this coffee bean into Yemen. And from there, coffee spread all over the Arabian Peninsula to different countries around Arabia and further from that. And around the 1650s, this is a picture of a Turkish coffee house, because it became so popular that some people started a business serving coffee and smoking in these little houses called coffee houses. So this is a picture from Turkey in the 1650s, Turkish coffee houses. Now, Turkey did a lot of trade with Europe, and the Turks brought the coffee to Venice in Italy, and it spread like wildfire all through Europe. And coffee houses were opening up everywhere, where people came and chatted and had their cup of coffee. And it spread all through Europe as far as England. And in England, they were so popular in the north of England, in the Oxford area, and I'm sure a lot of people here know Oxford is an area for a lot of colleges, universities. And beside the colleges, they used to open these coffee houses. And this is where the teachers, the lecturers, used to go for their coffee, and sometimes they'd meet the students as well. And they became known as penny universities, because it was a penny to buy a cup of coffee. The students would buy their cup of coffee and then chat to the lecturers and learn about whatever subjects they were teaching. So it was a little university near near Oxford, real universities. So they became known as the penny universities. The universities, a cheap way of learning. So that was that became popular. Now, also in London, coffee houses became popular. It was tea up till then, and also, believe it or not, beer. A lot of people used to drink beer for breakfast. So the beverage then was either beer or tea. But coffee houses became fashionable, and in the London area, there was a lot of business done in coffee houses. And one of the coffee houses was called Lloyd's. Now, Lloyd's, a place for coffee, people used to go there and do some dealings regarding shipping and transport of goods in this coffee house called Lloyd's. So it became so busy there with business regarding shipping, it was turned into Lloyd's Shipping. So from Lloyd's Coffee House, you got Lloyd's Shipping, and that's a world famous shipping company. Another coffee house in London, they started to do deals with shares and stocks, and that particular coffee house turned into the London Stock Exchange. So coffee became known as the place to learn, coffee houses to learn and to do business. So it was hugely popular in the London and Oxford and all across Europe. Now, another interesting thing about the area of coffee and tea, in America in the 1770s, Britain still controlled America, and they actually started putting up the taxes, and the Americans were not happy with all the taxes. So one time there was a huge shipment of tea coming over from China, and the price of tea was going up a lot because the taxes, the increased taxes. So the Americans got fed up with this, and in Boston, when this ship came over, they dressed up as American Indians, got aboard the ship and dumped all the tea into the Boston harbor. And this became known as the Boston Tea Party because they were just fed up of taxes, and this was a symbol to show, a protest to show that they were fed up of the British taxes. So they threw tea into the harbor. Now, the rebels that did this said, we can't be drinking this tea from Britain and all the taxes and all that. We should be drinking something else to get away from that. So they started drinking coffee, and coffee became the patriotic drink of the Americans, and they reduced their consumption of tea. So that happened in 1773, the Boston Tea Party, and that sort of changed the culture from tea drinking in America to coffee drinking. So it was part of the rebellion. And another area where it was a huge part of rebellion was in France. In the 1780s, coffee houses was a place where people would talk about politics and talk about the kings and the royalty, and they were fed up being controlled by them. And in one coffee house in particular, in 1789, it was a heated exchange, and a guy called Camille Desmoulins, who was one of the rebels, just jumped up on a coffee table in a coffee house and said, "Aux armes, citoyens," which means, citizens, let's go to arms, let's take up arms against the king. And that was 1789 in a coffee house. And from that, a few days later, the French Rebellion started. So coffee has a huge history when it comes to history. Coffee is there in a lot of places, and business and social areas. And coffee, of course, as we know, is now worldwide, and probably about 4 billion people, maybe half the population of the world, drink coffee at least occasionally. So it's a huge thing in our culture. But is coffee good for you? You know, we hear stories that coffee's good for you, coffee's bad for you. Every few years there's a report out either way. But I decided to look into the research and see really what is the true story about coffee. Is it good? Is it bad? What are the results? So I went to the science and to see what is the results that they found. So coffee does have benefits. Of course, there's the social benefit. You sit, have a chat, have a coffee. You know, it's good for relaxing and meeting friends. It's good for business, as we saw in London and other places. But what about the actual coffee? What are the benefits of coffee? So here's a few of the scientific reports that I studied. It's not all, but it's an indication of the benefits of coffee. So the Harvard School of Public Health, from 1986 to 2006, a 21-year study, they found at the end of the study, people who drank one more cup of coffee per day than they did at the beginning, they found that these people reduced their diabetes, chance of diabetes by 11%. So that means that people who had drank one more cup of coffee at the end of the study than the beginning, than people who had no cup of coffee, they had 11% less chance of getting diabetes. On the opposite side, people who decided to have 1 cup of coffee less than they did at the beginning of the study, their rate of diabetes went up 17%. So you're 17% higher chance of getting diabetes if you reduced your coffee intake daily. So that was one interesting study I found on diabetes. Another study, coffee and Alzheimer's, the Porto University Medical School, that's in Portugal. They found that people who drank coffee, their risk of Alzheimer's disease was reduced by 65%. And that study was over 10 years, and it was a smaller study. 648 people were studied, and it was actually more women had a more beneficial effect with coffee than men. So female coffee drinkers, had a better chance of reducing the risk of Alzheimer's. So another study in Finland in '98, they studied a few different things, but it included dementia. And they found that people who drank 3 to 5 cups of coffee reduced their chances of dementia by 65%. So the more coffee you drank, the less chance you had of getting Alzheimer's or dementia, according to that study. There's another study when it comes to coffee and illnesses, Parkinson's disease. They studied 8,000 Japanese Americans in Hawaii over a long period, 27 years, and they found that people who drank 4 cups of coffee or more, the risk of Parkinson's disease was reduced by 5. So 1/5 the chance of getting Parkinson's disease than people who drank no coffee whatsoever. And a similar study by the National Institute of Health in America, a huge study of 305,000 people, they found that people who drank more coffee or more caffeine had a less chance of Parkinson's disease. Now, the caffeine could have been a soda drink like cola drink or coffee. So either cola or coffee. If they drank more of that, then they had less chance of getting Parkinson's disease. Another study in New England, the New England Journal of Medicine, a huge study of 400,000 people aged between 50 and 70. It was done over 13 years. And they found that people who drank 1 cup of coffee compared to someone who drank no coffee, their mortality rate was reduced by 5%. Those who drank 2 to 5 cups of coffee over that period of time on average, their mortality rate reduced by 12%. That means there was 12% less people who died from drinking coffee compared to those who drank no coffee. And if you drank 6 or more cups of coffee, then your mortality rate went down by 10%, so slightly less than if you drank 2 to 5 cups of coffee, but a lot better than if you were not a coffee drinker, your mortality rate down by 10%. Another study on life and drinking coffee was the Seguimiento Universidad de Navarra, that's in Spain. And they studied 20,000 graduates over a 11-year period. And they found that people who increased their coffee consumption by 2 cups a day, their mortality rate went down by 22%. And those who drank 6 cups of coffee or more a day, their mortality rate went down by 64%. So that's a massive difference from someone who drinks no cups of coffee to someone who drinks 6 cups. The mortality rate over that period, you had a 64% less chance of dying than if you had no coffee at all. So that's just a sample of the scientific research when it comes to people who drink coffee and illnesses and the chance of longer life. But of course, coffee, is not all perfect. It has its bad things. What about side effects of coffee? Well, we all know people who get palpitations from coffee, and that means their heart rate increases, or they feel the boom boom of the heart rate. Some people get jitters from coffee. Some people get headaches drinking coffee, or if they drink coffee and they stop, they get headaches. Some people get stomach problems from coffee because of the acidity of coffee, and some people can't sleep properly at night if they drink coffee, even if it's at 12 midday. Sometimes their sleep quality of sleep disimproves because of the coffee. So these are all the negative side effects of coffee, because, as I said, the studies show that if you drink 6 cups of coffee a day, you're a much better chance of living longer and reducing your chance of all these illnesses. But you can get all these negative side effects with regular coffee. So what is the answer? Well, we have an answer in DXN, because it turns out that if you have coffee with Ganoderma, or it's also called reishi, if you add reishi or Ganoderma to coffee, we have found over this long period of 27 years that people tend not to get these side effects. So they don't usually get the jitters, the palpitations, the headaches, the acidic stomach, and they usually can sleep better at night with coffee and Ganoderma. Now, there's science behind that, but I won't go into all the science because we won't have time for that. But coffee with Ganoderma, they seem to go together well. And so with DXN coffee, you're getting that, you're getting the extra nutrition, and you're getting less of the side effects. So you're getting all the goodness of coffee without the badness of coffee in a coffee. And of course, anyone that drinks Ganoderma DXN coffee knows that it tastes good as well. And because of this, we are now, DXN is the #1 coffee with benefits in the world, because we have the Ganoderma in it, and also the coffee itself has no insecticides or pesticides used in it, and it tastes great, and it's addictive for all the right reasons. So we're happy to be promoting this coffee, and happy that we are #1 for coffee with benefits. We'd like to be #1 for coffee in general, but that might come in time. We never know. And the reason, because of all this, is this guy on the right here, Dr. Lim. This is a picture from 2014, and I was only a few months in DXN at the time, and I was amazed that I could actually have a chat with the owner of DXN in the meeting in Bulgaria, I think that was. So it was great to have a chat with him. Dr. Lim was the reason for the coffee and all the other products as well, and the reason why I wrote that song, One World, One Market. And that's myself holding a Ganoderma in Malaysia in 2018. That's what it looks like. If anyone is new to Ganoderma or reishi, that's what it looks like. That's in the reddish brown thing there. What DXN do is break that down into a powder form and add it to our coffees, teas, and other products, and give us extra health benefits from that. Another thing about Ganoderma is that it relaxes the nervous system, and there's scientific research for that as well. So it can be a de-stressor. Coffee, sometimes people get agitated with coffee, so the Ganoderma can balance it out by helping to de-stress the person. So it's a relaxing coffee. I call it a feel-good coffee. And I was happy to be able to see where the Ganoderma is cultivated organically in Malaysia. And Ganoderma is in a lot of the products that DXN have. And there's other products as well that I won't go into today, because today's topic is mostly about coffee. But it's coffee with health benefits, and we have it with our DXN coffee. And for people who don't know, Ganoderma is known around the world for the health benefits, and that's why we have 20,000 or more doctors recommending DXN products, including oncologists, that's people who deal with cancer, or cardiologists, people who deal with the heart. So it's recommended, and some of those people are actually promoting DXN products full-time, because it's a better business than their business as being a doctor. So huge amount of health benefits, recommended by tens of thousands of doctors around the world. And the way it's promoted is through network marketing. And network marketing is like a word of mouth marketing. Instead of going from the manufacturer to the wholesaler to the retailer with advertising, It's done by word of mouth, where we share the benefits of the coffee and other products as well. And Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, said one of his best investments was in network marketing. And there's plenty more high-profile people that recommend network marketing, like Bill Gates. He said that if he had to start again with no money, he would get into a network marketing business. Tony Robbins, personal development guru, he highly recommends network marketing as a way of starting your own business if you have no skills and you want to just get your own thing going, get your own business going. And Bob Proctor as well, a well-known coach and author and writer and speaker. They're all endorsing the business of network marketing. People give out about network marketing, but the problem is there are people doing multi-level marketing but not using your product. DXN have a real product, hundreds of products with health benefits. So we are providing real products and promoting it through people recommending to others. So it's a real product, and you do not have to invest a lot of money to get involved in the business, and you don't have to do the business. You can join DXN as a member and just enjoy the products. It's your choice, it's your freedom what you do after that. But if you want to do the business, people as members can help you in Nigeria or anywhere around the world. We're here to help you set up a business. So DXN, it's a wellness company, but our best-selling product is our coffee, and you can have your own business on your own or with your partner with a laptop and a cup of coffee, and you're away, and it can be a global business with the help of DXN. And as members know, we are now over 10 million members around the world. We have only 7.5 billion members left to join, so we're all working on that, so the whole world will be members and enjoying the benefits of DXN coffee and all the other products that are available. And the coffee is available in places like the Dubai Palace, where they offer it to guests and give it as a gift pack to any special guests that come to the palace. So some people are snobby about coffee, and they say, you know, I prefer the bean coffee, but you know, it's up there when it comes to taste and quality. And I've had a few people who are coffee snobs, and actually they've said that this coffee is really tastes well, and of course all the health benefits help too. My little motto is pouring happiness into people's lives. That's what I do through the coffee and through the health benefits of the products and through the business as well. We bring happiness through what we do. It's a nice lifestyle to promote and help others with health and wellness, and helping them to earn an extra income with the business opportunity too. So if you're drinking coffee, and you saw that coffee is good for you, but it also has negative things, why not drink good coffee? This is me in the west of Ireland 2 weeks ago. I just came across this sign by accident, drink good coffee. You might as well drink a good coffee if you're going to drink coffee. And one of the best coffees out there is DXN coffee. So I predict DXN is going to fly in Nigeria. It's already doing really well, and I know it's going to fly even more all over Africa and globally, of course. So I want to be part of that success, and I'm growing it here in Ireland. And I've started in Nigeria as well. I've got my first member in Nigeria starting in the next few days. So looking forward to building a team in Nigeria myself. So that is my little talk, Samuel, on coffee, health benefits, and history. So let's see if I can unshare that. Stop share screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, sir. It's been a marvelous history down the lane so far. At least, if not, you've taught me that coffee was first founded and in Africa, Ethiopia precisely. I think that will be part of my knowledge. And thanks to Mr. Austin for letting me know that coffee was first discovered in our backyard here in Nigeria. So thank you very much for that. So viewers, you've heard the importance, the history, and the benefit of coffee. and why DXN coffee is very, 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 very much important. If you want to drink coffee, drink a good coffee. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Thank you very much, sir. The lines are open now. You can start sending your questions to Mr. Oxton via the comment section. If you want to ask him any question about the history of coffee, about his history in DXN, you can keep asking him and start asking him right now, and he will do very well to answer you and clarify all your doubt. Thank you very much, sir. So in Ireland, when did DXN come into Ireland? How long has DXN been in Ireland so far?
2014, in February, a couple started DXN. They were from Pakistan and Dubai, and they started to do DXN part-time. There was already a few customers of DXN in Ireland at the time, but they took over to do the virtual service center, which means working from home, supplying the products. And just a month later, I found out about this, and actually somebody recommended DXN from another company I was with. It was another coffee company actually I was involved in, but I didn't like some of the things that were going on in the other company, and somebody that was in that company recommended DXN to me. And at first I said, no way, I'm not moving, because I'm a person that sticks to one company. I don't like changing too much. But I investigated, like I did my research with the coffee. I researched DXN, and I saw that it was a much more ethical company, better quality products, better priced products, and we had a stockist in our country as well. So I decided after a week or two of trying the products that this was the right coffee company for me. So 2014, started with just a couple of people in there, and I'm growing now. I got Star Diamond within a year. I think I was Star Agent in 2 months, and then Star Diamond in about a year and a half after that, and hopefully Executive Star Diamond in the next month or so.
Wow, that's really nice, really nice. So for how was the growth of DXN products in Ireland?
DXN products. Well, I've always been doing other things as well. So I've been doing it part-time. So it's not huge here compared to Africa. Africa is just flying at the moment. Europe is steady. It's going steady, but it's actually starting to pick up over the COVID time. There's a lot more members joining in Ireland, so I can see it really taking off now. I mean, compared to other network marketing companies, I always check out the competition and see what they're offering, and I just know we have a fairer system, a more ethical system, better products, and a better chance to succeed. And we have a stable company behind us, DXN. You know, they're there for the long term. Lots of farms and factories around. So I know that we have the right product as well. I mean, coffee for network marketing is the ideal product. It's something that people use every day. So it's a residual income. So we have the right product, right range of products, the right leadership, the right company, and value for money products. So we have it all there, and that's why we are starting to see growth in Ireland now over the last few months, and I'm hoping to help in that growth and expand globally. And as I said, in Nigeria too, I'm hoping to build a team and hopefully travel there someday.
Sure. Thank you very much. Okay, I think questions are coming up. Mr. Raymond Johnson, well done again, sir. What role does coffee play in reducing high blood pressure? I guess high blood pressure.
Well, I'm not a doctor, so
Sure.
I don't want to get into the technicals, but I know that regular coffee, it can give you palpitations, which means an increase in the heart rate, and that's probably not good for people with high blood pressure. But we found that, you know, Ganoderma coffee, the DXN coffee, it doesn't lead to palpitations, so you don't get that the increase in heart rate. So, but I wouldn't be a doctor about the blood pressure end of things. I couldn't say that, you know, DXN coffee will reduce blood pressure. Nobody can talk about medical conditions, as you know. So I'm not sure about that. You'll have to ask Dr. Lim or somebody like that about blood pressure and coffee. But yes, it is in the short term, you know, if you take coffee, regular coffee, it increases the blood pressure, but then it comes back down to normal. So I don't know the long-term effects of ordinary coffee, but with our coffee, you don't get the palpitations.
Perfect. Coffee, you don't get those issues. Oh, that's nice. So why did you choose DXN coffee against all other synthetic and normal coffee?
Well, as I said, I was with another network marketing coffee company before this, and their coffee was nice, but the price was about 40%, 50% more than DXN coffee. That was an important thing, and the fact that DXN was the original coffee company and everyone else is copying from them. The fact that DXN have their own Ganoderma farms and everything was in-house was important too. And I just like the taste of the coffee, and of course, compared to your normal coffee, I do get palpitations sometimes if I drink it in a hotel. I drink coffee there. I sometimes get palpitations. So why not drink a coffee that's more natural and has extra health benefits? It's just to me, it's crazy not to be drinking something that's better for you than to drink another coffee. So yeah, why not?
Wow, that's nice. You've not only given us the history of coffee, you've given us the benefit of why you chose DXN, and that is a very, very important message. The company is stable. The prices is not even close to the quality of the products or the coffee. That is really, 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 really nice. You killed two birds with one stone immediately. That's really eye-opening. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, any more questions from anywhere? Okay, I appreciate everybody. I'm seeing people from Philippines, Nepal, from India, from Nigeria also, of course. Thank you very much. Watching with great satisfaction, Mr. Uwachuku. Thank you very much. We appreciate everybody for being live with us so far. I see everybody understood and they enjoyed the history you gave them with the coffee. If you want to do watch the history again, you can go back to our Facebook page and you can replay and rewatch it again, so that you can be able to learn more. I think one question is coming up. Okay. From Mayor Francis Kanu. Oh, that's Dr. Mayor Francis Kanu. You say, thank you so much, Mr. Austin, for this wonderful coffee knowledge. Can 3-in-1 coffee be used by diabetics and kidney challenge clients? Like asking you doctor-related questions.
Well, I should have said at the beginning that I am not a doctor. I just researched, what the doctors and the scientists and everybody else is saying out there. But I know from my own research about diabetes that it's not just a sugar problem. Diabetes is a lot more than that. And in fact, we're going off subject here, but if you have a more vegetarian diet and a less of a meat diet, and less bread and all the white the carbs, the high carb diet, if you reduce your carb intake and take more vegetables, it will help with diabetes, and sometimes I'm told it can reverse diabetes. Now, so DXN 3-in-1 has sugar in it, so obviously it can increase your sugar levels. But as I said, sugar is only a small part of the diabetes problem. It's carbohydrates, and it can be the meat as well. So I would research that more. But if your doctor tells you, I am not a doctor, so go by what your doctor tells you regarding diabetes and sugar intake, but sugar is only one part of it. So everything in moderation, as they always say. So you can have your 3-in-1 once a day, maybe, or something, but just watch your whole carbohydrate intake, not just your sugar intake.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate all your questions, all your suggestions, and all your inquiries. And I want to really appreciate Mr. Austin for giving us his time in your tight schedule to be live with us, with DXN Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Thank you very much. Let's not forget that free delivery is still on for DXN Nigeria members. If you are around Nigeria, if you are in Nigeria, your products will be delivered to you free of charge if you make purchase of 150 personal point value. If it's a group purchase, it should be 500 group PV, and it will be delivered to you free of charge. Not minding, we are also delivering to outside the country, to other African countries, so that it will be able to help your downlines anywhere they are in other African countries. And thank you very much, Mr. Austin. Mr. Austin is the writer of our popular One Word, One Market music, and that is going on around the world right now, and it's on YouTube with so many views, so many views. Okay, Mr. Austin, any last word before I play your video for them again? Some people are asking me, they missed the first session of the video. So any last word for us?
Yeah, no, it's great to be on. Thanks for inviting me on. And just on the song, I'm close to 10,000 views. So if anyone wants to look at it on YouTube, One World, One Market, my name, Austin O'Keeffe, I'll put DXN in and you'll see it come up. And I hope to get over the 10,000 mark by the end of this week. And that'll be great. And keep drinking your coffee. And as I said, Nigeria is flying and it'll continue to fly. And I look forward to my goal. One of my goals is to go there and speak to meet a team of that's in my own team there, and meet you in the office face to face, and get DXN flying all over Africa and all over the world. So thanks again for this invitation.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. If you want to watch the video, go on YouTube, One Word, One Market by Mr. Austin Keeffe, and then you will see the video. But before he goes, we are going to play the video one more time. For people already sending me messages on WhatsApp that they want to watch the video again, I know you enjoyed the video. I was nodding my head while listening to the video, and I can't wait to replay it again. So let's go back and let's play the song again. People are already saying it is my favorite DXN song, of course. Okay, we are going to play it again so that everyone can watch it and be able to go live and download it on YouTube. Okay, here we go again.
One world, one market, one market, one market.
This is a story about a man with a dream that goes by the name of Dr. Lim. He saw Ganoderma helping people around the world. Rich, poor, black, white, boy or girl. Left a good job to pursue his goal. In the beginning there was little sold. He spoke about his vision, people laughed at him. But that didn't stop our Dr. Lim. His dream was one world, one market.
One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market.
Little by little, the word he spread of good things from this mushroom and red. Putting Ganoderma in coffee and tea, a master stroke, I think you'll agree. Challenge after challenge he overcame, teaching everyone to do the same. Now people around the world are feeling good.
Taking Ganoderma, I give you the word. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one.
One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market.
Africa, Rihanna, Europa, America.
Many years later and his dream came true. No one's laughing now, respect is due. Now we can be part of this global team. Believe in what he says and live the dream. He's given everyone a chance to be one. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. All together now. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. History was. One world, one market. One world, one market. Everybody say. One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market.
One world, one market. One world, one market. One world, one market. Wow, wow, wow. And that is an exceptional way to end a program with a very, 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 very good song showing what DXN does. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't know, I have a very bad voice, but don't worry. Thank you very much for the compliments. Mr. Alfredo Samuel, you have a beautiful voice. Thank you very much. And it is due to a very, 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 very well-written song by Mr. Austin, a DXN Star Diamond member. And he has been doing this, and the song has been going wide on YouTube. Go on YouTube, view it, download it, share it with your team members, and it is very, very good to tell the people what DXN has been doing in Africa, Asia, Europa, and in all over the world, in more than 180 countries, and we keep doing more. We are not relenting in our vision of promoting health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you very much, Mr. Austin, for your time. We really appreciate you for having us, and hope to see you next time in DXN Nigeria Facebook Live. And my name, remain once more, Samuel Zoro, marketing manager for DXN Nigeria. Keep remaining in health, wealth, and happiness. Good morning, DXN.